Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, welcome. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So we're here today with The Expanse, Season 3, Episode 11. Fallen World. So, a world that has fallen. Ooh, are we about to go back in time? I don't know. After the last episode, which I felt the moment in the last episode was like a look back in time, like a perspective of going into the history of an object, the history of this place. I felt like that is what was happening in the last episode. So, are we about to have a similar situation where like we're going back into time and seeing this quote unquote fallen world? I am not sure. Would I like to see that? Most certainly, but I also want our characters to be in this episode. Now, fallen world, that could mean anything. That could mean, going back in history. That could mean not going back in history. That could just mean finding out about things that were happening in history. Now, if we... I'm just going off by the title, of course, but if we are to go back in history... I hope our characters are featured in some way, shape, or manner, because I've enjoyed the characters that much. Honestly, that's really what. Yes, the plot is nice in The Expanse, but it's the characters that I really grab. It's always the characters, right? First thing foremost, like for me, whenever I watch a show, I gravitate towards characters. Less so the story, more so the characters. If I don't like the characters, I won't like the story. If I, even if the story is great, I won't like it if the characters are mediocre or borderline boring. So I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be at season 3. I would have. People know that I quit things more than anyone else. Yeah, maybe not more than Moyne. Moyne probably quits more reactions than me. Reaction series. Mackenzie critiques, for those of you guys who don't know who I'm talking about. Mackenzie critiques, not Mackenzie Dick writes your favorite anime. Moyne. He basically quits anything that he doesn't like right away. I quit a lot of things too, but I just never officially quit. I just like put it on the back hold. Granted, a lot of time I actually do put something on the back hold because like, okay, I've got way too many things on my plate right now. Let me shove something to the side. That's not the case here. I actually enjoy this show. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been at season 3 episode. Did I say 10 or 11? 11, I think, right? Is it 11? Where did they? There we go. Season 3 episode. My TV just turned off. I like the light from TV. Because my room is really dark. Like, my room is really dark, which really doesn't help doing reactions in the summer. We're not in the summer just yet, it's still spring and whatnot, but my room is really, really dark, and I've got, like, 2 massive lamps on each side. I don't have, like, professional lights or anything. That's way out of my budget. I don't care about this channel that much, right? I'm not trying to have like 1 billion subscribers here. I'm not trying to like have a fancy office studio or whatnot. Nah, I just have like normal lights here, but they're extremely warm, which really doesn't help during the summer when like everything is warm to begin with. So they just make everything warmer. Which why I have the TV just gives me extra light, granted, but it also makes things warm because it's an electrical equipment. I don't actually now that I think about it, I probably should turn the TV off, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. We're here today with The Expanse Season 3 Episode 11. Now, I kind of just alluded to earlier, we kind of got like a look back at one point. I'm not 100% sure. The Martians are also down there. Funny that we have the Martians, the Martian Marine Corps. But like where we're going to go next, I'm not 100% sure, because we had a lot of things kind of lead up to this moment, but I don't know what this moment leads up to. Like we had a lot of the season lead up to this point here, but I don't know what this point here actually is. So I would just say let us hop right into this episode, see what it has in store for us, and then we'll move on from there and see and maybe know more. Eh. No. No, that would make it even worse. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, season 3, episode 11. Let's hop right in.
Orbit around that station. Same deal for any ship that was moving faster than 100 kilometers per hour.
That's nearly every ship in this space.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How did you know the speed limit changed?
It was just a hunch. That room reacted and killed the lieutenant after he threw the grenade, differently to when it stopped our bullets. I think it was trying to defend itself.
Yeah, that's kind of the view that I
Slowing
got.
things down could be the way it does it.
That's kind of the
Kind of deceleration without any notice.
kills.
Yeah, a lot of people just died.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a big system, such a big thing, that a defensive measure like that while it may seem like a massacre to all of you, to it may just be as simple as like a baby just going like that, you know. It's a weird way to describe it. Ah.
Lisa, cry, let me know you're alive.
She is trapped.
Where are you?
Don't tell me she's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, well, the captain can go on no longer.
Not the best. The machine got me by the leg. You?
Always knowing.
I needed to be alone so I didn't punch out my first officer for his constant second guessing.
Mama Sabaka.
How do you find yourself?
One thing, right? You and I definitely have a problem to work out.
Hey, we've got time right now. Let's work it out. How do you find yourself in a situation like this? Just straight up, like, where everyone's world was kind of being rocked. I thought it was just inside, but no, it's definitely everyone. Good.
Got it!
Good.
Delta ingenuity at its finest.
A proud man. That I can say.
Over to you so you can call in the cavalry.
Forward.
He's about. Don't tell me he's about to like hit it. Nah. That'll be his own demise. Damn it! I don't know what that was. That's the timing for this just seems too perfect. But no, he stuck himself to. So that's why I'm like this was a coincidence that the box blew at that moment.
She tried to kill me.
Why would anyone try to kill you?
Because.
Or somehow. No.
Help her.
Trying to kill James Alden.
Anna, you better get out of there.
She won't stop. Don't go.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
She's about to appear right there, right now, right there, right then, and there.
Hey, Tilly, look at me. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah, that.
You're really good.
That has the best effect I've ever seen. The tears like coming up in the eyes, but because it's like zero gravity, they're just like there. This is awesome.
Tilly.
It's just one of those moments where I can't even like be devastated or sad or anything of that sort because the effect was so cool that just overshadows even the death. A simple effect like that. I don't know whether it's simple, granted, but an effect like that.
And still you not learn.
Yeah, well, where's the adventure in that, huh? You didn't end up where you are by playing it safe, okay?
You generally don't?
Yeah, what was your closest?
Oh, just right here.
Hyperion. Convinced by his own idea.
Not always.
I sacrificed too much of my life to adopt the tradition of my enemy.
All the poor and oppressed who ever fought
That's
for
a-
their equality dressed in
That is a
what
great
they-
As
quote,
another
actually.
of your teaching moment, I prefer for bleed out in silence.
To make something better for the future. I hope that one day...
Can I say something right here, right now? As of this moment, I actually like him a lot. A lot.
Me was sick, and nigh to death.
Ah, they're bonding.
Till he go. Me was sick, and nigh to death. Go. Me was sick, and nigh to death, and bowed with me every breath.
Damn, this is a great friggin' scene. A great scene. That is my favorite scene of this episode. By far, my favorite scene of this episode. Moments like these I always truly 100% wholeheartedly enjoy. Fully enjoy. Absolutely enjoy.
Gonna be multiplied 100-fold through the ship. Cannot afford to lose us both.
His lungs already punctured.
What?
Built the ingenuity at its finest.
Tell me what you're doing.
The ship need a captain.
And it needs
You
you.
got what you want.
There's still hope.
I was wrong. How the optimist I know, not yet dead.
Drama! Drama!
Okay. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a captain for you. A true captain. You know the symbolic thing of a captain going down with the ship? In this case, it's just a captain doing what's best for the ship. A captain doing what's truly best for the ship.
The only reason I'm standing here
It's because of her.
Because of her.
You hurt?
It's treatable. It's incomplete.
What about the
Oh,
punctured
okay.
lung?
We lose about 100. 100 more wounded.
Just gonna
Medical
say whatever?
supply are low.
Supplies won't matter much without gravity to heal.
No way for us to make thrust now. We stuck. Same as every ship in this place.
So what now?
We spin the drum.
They never spin up the drum before. It could tear the ship apart.
Which would leave us hardly worse off than we
True.
are.
That is true.
If it works, it will save many lives.
Do it. It will save his life too, of course.
Prepare to spin the drum.
It's a punctured lung. Do people survive a punctured lung? I don't think so. But this is in the future, granted. Nowadays, people don't survive a punctured lung. In the future, they probably just, and it's just, I don't know, just glue it, and you'll probably be a-okay. So that's probably what would happen here. I don't know. Let's get the gravity back in. It'll probably be a-okay. Emergency blister airlock. Okay, the CGI is a bit wonky here, but it's okay. She's about to blow a hole. Get rid of your air.
Check cargo bay pressure. Show me cargo bay cameras. Damn it.
You just got on this ship and now you've got to deal with all this. Why are things always going bad? Why can't there just be like a season of just like good things happening? Positive things happening? Why are things always going bad? Where is the happiness? They wouldn't just bring out back into the ship and then just... Would they? I don't... Oh, this reminds me so much of when they went... Oh, of like... Amos?
Where's Holden?
How would I
Tell me
know?
where he is. He's not here. Tell me and I'll make you stop.
Nah.
Even if he was here, I still wouldn't tell you. Have it your own way.
Amos? Someone? Just unplug everything.
Are you alright?
Last person I expected. Truly, the last person I expected. Definitely not what I expected. I like it. Do it. Captain. They call him Captain. This guy hated him at the beginning, and then like all he did was like sit down. And it's like, okay, Captain. Captain, me Captain. It's like, come on.
Spin the drum.
And here we go. He's putting on a brave
This
face.
is Klaus Ashford, the captain of the OPA Behemoth. I have a message for all the ships in this infernal place.
We're taking over.
We are all victims of the same catastrophe.
Yep.
But the Behemoth is unique. This ship, my ship,
My ship.
can create spin gravity. So I am able to offer it to all of you.
A branch.
Bring your wounded here so that they may heal.
I saw something.
He saw something.
Vision.
Of the past.
Of what?
Or was it future? I don't know. The end of everything. Okay. Okay. I don't know how. I'm gonna after this recording, I'm gonna have to go back to like the last episode and just see what it was, because I thought we were going back in time. I feel like it was a history of like that place specifically and how it came to be, but apparently it's the end of everything, which is very, very fat. Now, I don't know why, I don't know how, so I'm very much intrigued. Now that ending has me very, as I was saying, I don't actually know what was I saying there, but basically, I don't know how to read the ending. That's the first thing. I don't know how to actually read the ending. The beginning, I liked. Massive props to Anna. Massive props to Naomi. Both of them. Massive props. I thought they both did excellent this episode. Also, I want to... Massive shout out to all the belters. Because here's the thing, right? When Ashford gave his speech and whatnot, and I like the scene where they were both trapped, but like when he gave his speech, there wasn't a single belter that was like, no, I disagree. No, we shouldn't help them. Like it was just a whole, unity. We're all in this together. So, I really, really appreciate it. I personally, I really, really think that was great. Just massive props to all the belters. That scene stole the show. I know, like, the ending with Holden, that was a mysterious thing, but like overall, I thought like that one scene where they were all trapped and just speaking stole the show. That was the highlight of this episode. Truly the highlight of this episode. Now, here is the thing: we know so little. We always knew. That's the thing. That's a recurring theme in this show. We know so little. We get a lot of information, but then again, we don't get any information. It's kind of like a carrot on a stick, and with a rabbit, we're just like chasing it. But like we might have a tiny little nibble at it, but like we're never gonna get it, right? That's just the way it is. We're never gonna get it. And I like that. But like they keep the carrot on a stick just far enough where I'm like, okay, I want to know what's happening next. And I don't. I never know. I know what happens next, but then like another 10 questions open up, and I'm like, well, what happens next now? What happens next? So we'll see exactly what happens next, of course. But the beginning of the end of everything. Okay, cool. What does that mean? That means destruction. That means carnage. Now, it could mean two things. It could mean the end of everything back in the past, or it could mean the end of everything in the future. Now, that's obviously my first take, is that it's the end of everything in the future, as in like something that happened is going to destroy everything. That's the first thing. Or it could be something that happened in the past destroyed everything in the past. And that's the visions that I personally thought we saw in the last episode, where I felt like we saw the history of everything. It looks like it might not be. Again, I am not 100% sure. I am just speculating. Now, this episode, it did feel relatively slow, but like it felt slow because it just kind of felt like a storm just passed. Let us grab all the wounded, if that makes sense. You know, like a storm just happened. You know, we had the whole thing of like, you know, if you have an internal bleeding in zero gravity, you're gonna die. But now at the end, the behemoth formerly known as the Naboo, created gravity, and they can save everyone now. Now, of course, he still has a punctured lung, but as I said, I'm not sure if you have a punctured lung nowadays. Do you die? I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, let me ask Google, because honestly, I don't know. If you have a punctured lung, do you die? Although a punctured lung can be serious, it is not usually a fatal condition. Okay. The outlook for someone with a punctured lung often depends on the cause, but treatment is usually effective. Once a punctured lung has healed, it does not typically cause adverse health effects. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I was always under the impression that if you have a punctured lung, you're dead. But apparently it's not that. It's not that big of a thing. So especially now, especially for those people, for those cats in the shows, you know, who are in the future, it's not a big deal then. So yeah, they could probably just like literally just like, oh, you've got a punctured lung. Like, we just stab you. Just imagine that's a syringe. Yeah, A-okay. No need for a surgery or anything of that sort. Okay, so he's gonna be fine. Is she gonna be fine? I would assume so. I don't think they would have had this whole bonding scene if she wasn't gonna be fine. All right, that's just my take right here, right now. Overall, I enjoyed this episode. Overall, I want to see what happens next. Overall, let us hop right into next episode. Well, I'm gonna hop right into next episode, probably. But yeah, I'll be seeing you all in the next one, everyone. Let me know what you all thought of this episode. Most importantly, let me all know what... I can't ask that question. Let me know what you think happens next, because quite frankly, some of you, most of you, like 99.9% of you, will probably have like watched ahead already, and you're not watching this the first time with me. So, I can't really ask that question. But okay, cool. Okay, cool. I guess I just have to catch up, and then I think the last season was the 4th season and 5th season. Is there a 5th season? I don't know. But if there is a 5th season, then I will be hopefully caught up by the time the 5th season starts. And then we can like all watch it together. And all speculate together. Yay. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I will be seeing you all in the next one, everyone. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye. Hey everybody, if you like this video, please be sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, be sure to check out Patreon to get 1 week early access as well as full length. Until next time everybody, peace out and have a nice day. Bye.